Because once you've achieved it, it's like it's your long-term fluency. You're going to be that dream person everyone looks up to, who speaks impeccable, fluent English when they speak. So if you really want to become like that, hi everyone, how are you? Are you doing well? Well, are you ready to know the secret number 2 of speaking fluent English? Now, this is going to be again a bit different like the previous video, something that you have never heard before ever. So this is a very crucial point in order to become fluent in English, and this is going to be the long-term fluency. So here we are not talking about a short-term fluency or practicing and then speaking fluent English. This is going to be something which is going to change your fluency game. Are you ready to know about it? Well, I'm Shivangi Gupta, your English language tutor, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. And the secret number 2 is to train your subconscious mind to speak in English. Now, what is training subconscious mind? What is this exactly? So, training your subconscious mind to become fluent is that you are making your brain habitual of English language, of speaking in English, of thinking in English, and working in English whenever you want to speak something. Now, training your subconscious mind is basically a technique where you develop certain habits in order to become effortless in that particular task. And today we are going to use this particular technique in order to become fluent in English, training our subconscious mind. So when you train your subconscious mind, things become automatic. They are not forced, or they are not done by or your choice or deliberately. You're not doing it. You're doing it automatically. For example, take your native language. When you speak your native language, do you think what you're gonna say? Do you choose your words, your phrases? Do you make sentences first in your head and then speak? No, you don't do that, right? So when you're speaking in your native language, what happens is you're just speaking. You're not consciously picking things. That is, the language is getting processed subconsciously in your mind. When you're making conversation, your mind is doing a lot of work for you to speak in English. It's like it's giving you all the information that you want to speak whenever you're trying to speak in your native language. So this is what we have to achieve in English, that when we speak English, it becomes effortless. And once this happens, once you train your mind, your subconscious mind, to become fluent in English, a lot of things gets easier. It's like you are automatically becoming fluent. So when things are becoming automatic rather than chosen or deliberate, it increases your fluency a lot. If I have to give you an example of subconscious mind, activity done by subconscious mind, it's like breathing. You don't have to make any effort in order to breathe. So this is one particular activity that is done by our subconscious mind. Similarly, it's like when you feel hungry, you need food, right? It's your subconscious mind telling you, you need food. So that is the thing, we have to work with our subconscious mind. Similarly, like your native language. And how to do that, how subconscious mind can actually make you fluent, let's discuss on this part. When we talk about our subconscious mind, it's like we know that we are not thinking anything consciously. We're not consciously choosing the words. We're not making sentences in our head. We are speaking spontaneously. It's like you're speaking spontaneously. You're speaking as you go. You're not choosing, you're not preparing what you're gonna say. For example, right now, as I'm speaking, I'm not thinking about sentences in my head first. No, I'm speaking with a flow. So this flow is what happens when you train your subconscious mind to think in English and speak fluently. Yes, now thinking in English. This is a very big question that everybody wants to cover, like how to think in English and how to develop that thinking in English. Do you know that if you train your subconscious mind to become fluent, thinking in English becomes so easy for you? Well, it's a part of training your subconscious mind. Thinking in English is one of the biggest parts of training your subconscious mind. And when you train your subconscious mind, thinking in English is like easy peasy. It's so easy. Your brain is wired to think in English, and you will not even realize when it automatically starts thinking in English. That is the thing. Now, your subconscious mind, training subconscious mind, there are a few benefits. How it can influence your fluency. Let's look at it. How you can become fluent. See, number one is effortless language production, or you can say effortless speaking. Now, effortless language production. When you train your brain, your subconscious mind, to become fluent in English, things become effortless. You know, speaking English becomes an effortless task. Why? Because you're not putting in your conscious effort. Now, what is conscious effort? See, conscious effort is then again choosing the words. What kind of words are you going to say? Maybe thinking in your native language and then translating. Choosing particular sentences, searching your vocabulary bank to select an appropriate word to describe how you're feeling or whatever you want to express. Thing is that you're not able to find correct words to express yourselves. These things, these dilemmas are eradicated. They're no longer there when you train your subconscious mind to become fluent in English. You train your subconscious mind to adapt English language as its own. So English is now not some kind of other language for your brain. It's like it's a familiar language for your brain. A language in which your brain can work easily, and hence language production, that is speaking, becomes effortless. Because most of the time your brain knows what words to fit where. Now you're so much habitual of this thing, of speaking in English, that fluency has been now adopted by your brain. Obviously, you can take a pause in between and try to search for a word, but 70 to 80% of your speaking, of choosing the words, the right words, making sentences, your brain is doing as you go. You don't have to take long pauses. You don't have to think for so much time. Your brain is working for you because you have trained your brain, you have put in your efforts. So this particular thing requires a lot of efforts. It's not like training your subconscious mind is very easy. No, it's not an easy process. It's not. It requires efforts. But the thing is that, are you ready to do that? Because once you've achieved it, it's like it's your long-term fluency. You're going to be that dream person everyone looks up to, who speaks impeccable, fluent English when they speak. So if you really want to become like that, if you want to achieve that fluency goal, training your subconscious mind is something that you need to consider. Now, point number 2. Your fluency increases a lot. So obviously, this is a secret to increase your fluency. Obviously, your fluency is going to increase a lot because you are not taking pauses again and again. You become more confident in your English. So when you train your subconscious mind to be adapted to English, to become fluent in English, what happens is you gain confidence to speak the language. And in turn, your fluency increases because you have better knowledge about words, about sentences. Now you know more sentence structure. Your exposure to language is more once you train your brain, your subconscious mind, to speak in English. And when this happens, that your mind is now perfect, your subconscious mind is working, and most of the things are automatic. Like, you don't have to deliberate choose the word. Deliberately, consciously, you're not choosing words. And hence, flow becomes better and fluency increases. That is the goal. So to become fluent. So at whatever level you are, your fluency is gonna increase a lot. It's like that one mantra for fluency. Now, point number 3. So the point number 3 is that automatic language processing. Oh my god, this is such a big term, automatic language processing. What I want to say is, the way you absorb things from your environment regarding English language, it becomes automatic. The way your brain is processing the information, and then how you produce it, that is your speaking, things become automatic. So subconsciously you're gonna pick phrases, words, vocab you will not even realize. So you're not deliberately listening to a particular podcast in order to pick English words, English vocab. You might be listening that podcast for the information, or maybe you're interested to know the information that the speaker is providing. And if your subconscious mind is trained to become fluent in English, you will not even realize when your mind is going to pick new vocab from this particular podcast that you're listening to, or maybe a movie that you're watching. You might not be watching this movie with an agenda to pick some words, to learn new vocab. You might be watching this particular movie because you want to watch it, just as your recreational activity. But your subconscious mind, it will pick things up. Believe me, it will. You will not even realize. And hence, when it's gonna pick things up, when you speak, you will be able to use a variety of words. So your vocabulary usage will expand automatically. Automatically, you are going to use lots of words, sentences, phrases when you speak. So thing becomes automatic. Again, one more thing in automatic is that when you speak, automatically you're going to speak whatever you want to regarding that situation, just as you would speak in your native language. So you are not thinking about what you have to say in English about this particular thing. For example, maybe there is a scene where you're meeting your friend in a metro. Just imagine, and you people are talking about a recent movie that was released. Both of you are talking about it. Now, in your native language, you must be very comfortable, but in English, you're thinking like what to say, how to say. That thing will eradicate completely. You will not jump on this particular thing, what to say, how to say. You will not prepare things in your mind to speak in English about that particular thing. Things will be more automatic. You just speak with a flow. There will be a flow, and automatically the information will get processed and you will be able to speak. So it's like you're not consciously thinking in English. That thinking in English part has become now automatic in your brain, in your subconscious mind. So that is what I meant by automatic language processing. That intake of language is going to become automatic, and then production, that is speaking, is going to become automatic because thinking in English is happening automatically. Now the point number 4. Your natural flow of English increases a lot. So the natural flow that you want to have, that you speak English so smoothly in one go, you don't get stuck, you don't stutter, or you don't get nervous. Speaking English is just like a river. Like the river flows, that's how speaking English is. It's like you speak it with an ease and a flow. So that flow will become more prominent. That is, when you speak, you'll have a very good flow of words, the rhythm, and everything. Because you're more confident, because you're doing less thinking in your native language, and things are becoming now automatic, the flow of language is going to increase, which is going to increase your fluency. So fluency is very important, and this particular thing will make you fluent in English, training your subconscious mind. So thinking in English, consuming lots of content is one thing how you can train your subconscious mind to become fluent in English. Now, how to really train your subconscious mind? So there are set tasks that I really love, and I'm going to tell you in the next video, or in the coming up videos. I'm soon going to release a video with how to train your subconscious mind. So look out for the video where I'm going to tell you set tasks for this particular thing, how to. Now you have a very broad thing that consuming content and thinking in English trains your subconscious mind. If you really want to train your mind, these tasks are going to be a game changer for your fluency. So look out for video number 2. That's it for today. That's it. So whatever I've told you in this video, please apply. Start training your subconscious mind. It is important. Focus on your fluency, and definitely you're gonna become fluent in English. So that's it for today. I hope you found this lesson to be really helpful. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe the channel. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and bye.